So Harry will be completely cut off once William becomes king. A recent report highlights Prince Harry's deep concerns about the time when his brother, Prince William, takes the throne. Harry feels uneasy thinking about what lies ahead. Hello, friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel. This is a prospect that I'm sure will give him the chills it deserves. Instead, Prince William has made it clear that he won't engage with Harry at all. He's even avoiding sharing the same space. It's clear that Prince William is stronger than his father and won't tolerate Harry and Meghan's bad behavior. What Harry and Meghan did to the late Queen and Prince Philip before they died is inexcusable. They are spoiled brats and need to be put in their place, so I believe William will do the right thing and I support him wholeheartedly. What did Harry expect when he criticized his brother's wife, his father, and the whole royal family? Now he's feeling uneasy. Prince William will make a fantastic king. He's practical, knows how to handle Harry and Meghan, and is highly respectable. He will bring peace, joy, and prosperity to the people of the UK and the Commonwealth. There has been too much individual involvement from royal family members. The Prime Minister should inform the King that this issue is now a constitutional matter. Harry and Meghan should address all future correspondence to a specific civil servant. The King should only communicate with Harry by mail, and any mail from Harry should go through departmental officers before reaching the King. This means Harry and Meghan's direct line to King Charles will be cut off, as it should be. The government should set the terms for Harry and Meghan's return to the UK, and these terms should be non-negotiable. How can Harry get upset when something affects him? William understands the situation and Harry knows what he's done. He just doesn't seem to care because he lacks empathy or compassion for the family that loved and cared for him his whole life. It seems like Harry is just as self-centered as Meghan. They don't consider others' feelings. Harry only thinks about himself. Suddenly, his mental health seems fine and he understands its effects when something is done against him. But he uses his mental health as an excuse to attack the royals and do his wife's bidding. It's such a mess. William is very respectful of others and his role, and he will do things his way. He can't trust Harry, knowing Harry has tried to bring down the monarchy. Harry told many lies and insulted the King, the Queen, William, Catherine, and their children. There is no way back for Harry. William no longer respects Harry or his wife. Harry is likely scared about what might happen when William becomes king, and he should be. Their father's illness has made us realize that change might come sooner than expected. I hope the king recovers, but we need to be realistic. Harry and Meghan should step back and give everyone a break. Honestly, I'm excited for the day when William becomes king. Harry should have been removed as a working royal long ago. To do something like this publicly is unacceptable. We all might say things that hurt our family, but we do it privately, not for the whole world to see. Putting it all on TV ends any chance of a close relationship. It's no surprise that Meghan's popularity keeps falling. If she hasn't realized this yet, she's more out of touch than I initially thought. As for Harry, he'll likely be completely cut off from the family when William becomes king. My advice: maybe he should start picking up a skill or learning a trade. He needs something that will allow him to earn an income without just relying on his title for personal gain. They should also conduct a DNA test on both Harry and Meghan and their children, making the results public. If it turns out that Meghan Markle did not give birth to those children, she should face charges of fraud and possibly face jail time. Harry should be held to the same standard. If they are released from prison, Meghan Markle should be deported and banned from the UK for life. Honestly, it might be good for him to consider a new start, maybe even in Africa where he could make a real difference, just like his mom did, but it seems unlikely because his approach to work seems different. And rather than sticking with the name Sussex, maybe he could switch to using Hewitt as his last name. It might actually be fair for Harry to feel a bit nervous now. He wasn't there for his grandparents when they were really in need, worried, and frail. He also didn't think about the feelings of his brother and sister-in-law after his actions. So, if he's feeling uneasy now, it seems quite justified. Even if he were to rejoin the family, I'm not sure that the people of the UK and the Commonwealth would be quick to welcome him back. He's turned his back on everyone who ever cared about him, all for someone who seems to have caused a lot of trouble. He even played a part in hurting his own family just because she was unhappy. Why can't Harry just be supportive and happy for William? It looks like his judgment is really clouded these days, and now Prince William is just saying what many think Harry needs to hear. He chose to leave the family business, so maybe it's time for them to truly go their separate ways. It's quite sad to see what's become of Harry and Meghan. Harry seems to be his own worst enemy, believing that his wife truly loves and cares for him. He might be surprised to realize she's more interested in his wealth, hoping to settle her debts. Unfortunately, they've now found themselves financially disconnected from the royal family. So, Harry might not have the funds to meet Meghan's financial demands, and despite what they might say, it seems they're mostly after money. Meghan has managed to conceal this motive for a while. Now, it's uncertain how eager the king is to have Harry return. He surely doesn't seem interested in welcoming her back. And now, having been cut off, Harry no longer has financial support from the royals. It looks like they're getting a taste of their own medicine. It's probably for the best that they've moved on. However, it seems Meghan is trying to find her way back to the UK to promote a new business venture, but it appears there's little interest in what she's offering. I've heard that the king may have quietly banned her. Some even say Meghan could be a threat to the country, and maybe it's time for Parliament and the Prime Minister to step in. About her recent visit to a hospital for what she claims is charity work, it seems more like an attempt to improve her image using those children. It's surprising that the hospital even allowed this, considering she's not a health professional and doesn't have the proper certifications. Meghan Markle had no business visiting the hospital's pediatric patients. She doesn't hold any official government role, especially not related to children's health. She's no longer a working royal like Catherine, who typically needs an invitation to visit health facilities unless she's a patron of that specific department. It's surprising that the hospital didn't seek parental approval before her visit, especially with photographers present. It's inconsistent since Meghan's own children are off limits to photographers. The nursing administrator should have obtained parental consent for publishing any images, and without it, both the hospital and Meghan might face legal action from the parents. It's possible Meghan may have influenced the administration with a donation, perhaps offering a promissory note like the one promised to a charity school in Harlem, which is still waiting for fulfillment after 3 years. It seems she doesn't realize that her book might not appeal to children. Kids enjoy adventure and humor, not stories about benches and parks. They'd likely prefer tales set in magical adventure playgrounds with talking animals and enchanted trees. Kids generally aren't thrilled about stories featuring park benches. Not only is it dull, but the illustrations might not be captivating either, especially for children in hospitals. The title could even be seen as a bit gloomy, reminding them of visits to the doctor's office or even surgeries. Simply including a cat in a garden doesn't make for an exciting book for kids. It raises questions about who allowed Meghan access to the ward and who brought the children into the room. Did the parents consent to their children being photographed and the images being shared with the media? There seems to be a lot of confusion and concern surrounding this situation. I really hope some parents spoke up about this. It's crucial for them to let the administrators know their feelings. Why would a facility risk a lawsuit like this? Why allow patients to be used for PR by someone with no connection to the facility? This just proves Meghan isn't a mother. If she were, her own children would likely be in every photo to showcase her maternal side. It seems like she'll do anything for money. If I were those parents, I'd be furious at her for exploiting those sick children. This was clearly nothing but a publicity stunt. If Meghan Markle got anywhere near my grandkids, I'd quickly grab them and whisk them away. I'd make sure they wash their hands thoroughly too, no telling what she's been touching. Just look at the little boy in the picture. He seems utterly bored while Meghan tries to portray a close bond with him, yet keeps her distance. I highly doubt she even enjoys being around kids. It's not just ignorance anymore, it feels like outright rebellion. It's like a child throwing a tantrum because things aren't going her way. That facility shouldn't have allowed this to happen, even if she made a big donation. And even if they did, it's still not right. The children look unhappy and uncomfortable in those photos. It's baffling how Meghan Markle, with all her spending, still manages to look disheveled. No offense to bag ladies, as they have valid reasons, but Meghan has no excuse for her appearance. It's just bewildering. And shame on that medical facility for exposing those poor sick kids to someone like Meghan Markle. This wraps up today's news update. How do you feel about the Harry and Meghan situation? Leave a comment to share your thoughts. Your support means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the King YouTube channel. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you soon.